Da-na-na, da-da-na-na. Happy Sunday! I want my HTV. I want it now, and I want it live. And Shazam, I'm back again. Excuse me. I'm mighty chipper this morning, aren't I? Boy, oh boy, it took a lot to get me here, too. I'm just sending out notifications right now, forgive me. I lashed out last night. I got in touch with one of my good friends, and I was like, listen, I'm going to have a lash out. I'm like flip, roar, pissed off. How did I put it? I censored myself. I was like, I am rip, roaring, flipping, pissed off. Hey, Jesper, it's great to see you. Welcome. And, oh my goodness. I lashed out. I mean, I can read you my messages that I wrote. I didn't use the word delusional, so it had nothing to do with programming and everything to do with my anger. Wow, like... So I'd like to say thank you to Luke. I love you very much. I don't think he'll see this, but I'm really grateful for the support and for the sounding board. Thank you for just letting me lash out, get it out, say what I needed to, and then just walk away for a couple of hours. And for those couple of hours that I was walking away, yes, I was before Abba. Yes, I talked to Heavenly Abba just the same way I'm talking to you guys. And of course, there's definitely times where I formally am worshiping him and humbled before him. So I want to encourage you guys to read my autobiography, which the edited version was copyrighted July 16th, which is 4 years ago when Max Spears died, and July 17th is my 4-year anniversary of coming forward to the public as a whistleblower. So the book is edited. Now I can approach people to translate it in other languages for me because it will come out right, carry the message correctly. Now somehow I'll start saving up. I want to go into a recording studio and record it in my own voice so people have the audio version. You guys have videos. You can join me on videos. I'm not going to stop this, right? So, but 4 years ago, wow, I can't believe it's been 4 years already. It's felt like 2 years. Going through it, time has dragged. But anyway, it's a pretty big commemorative moment. I love you so much, Jeff. It's so great to see you. I love you, Dawn. I love you, Jesper. I love you, Mr. Burns. Oh, I got your number, Mr. Burns. I should give you a call because I had some questions for you. But I'm slow to do things, Mr. Burns. Please don't take it personally, and please don't think I'm avoiding you because I'm not. I'm just slow, and I get overwhelmed. I did get through 5,000 email messages the other day, and I did get through 30 private messages through Facebook from people. So I'm starting to catch up. I know I was on sabbatical doing training and only focused on that, and then from there I kind of went to hiatus mode, but I really wanted to have a summer that I could get out and enjoy because last summer was wretched and miserable for me. This summer I wanted to enjoy it, and being back home, at home, on the farmlands of New Jersey, in my own place, up on my feet. I really wanted to enjoy. Lazarus, I was thinking about you. I love you, bougie on a budget. Hey, Zero, how you doing? So, why was I angry? We're actually going to talk about that, as a matter of fact. There was some things that I wanted to tell you guys, and maybe I'm out of tune, maybe I'm out of key, but I think I'm going to talk a little bit about strongholds because you see me battling them, so I think I'm prepared to be honest with you guys about some things. I was in a situation where someone took away my medicinal marijuana and replaced it with cigarettes and alcohol. Then I was in another situation that put me down for drinking 2 pints of beer, B-E-E-R, per day. Then I was in another situation where medicinal marijuana was not okay because the people had abused it themselves, and because they abused it, they can't understand why somebody like myself needs it medicinally. Oh my goodness. So I've been in all these situations where someone else was dictating to me my health. Now listen, Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey rules me, Yeshua HaMashiach reigns me. I'm married to him since December 12, 2014. He's my golden bow. I'm his white hot silver arrow. Okay. Holy Spirit rocks my world. Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey is my doctor. Yeshua HaMashiach is my prescription. So A, Heavenly Abba is my doctor. B, Yeshua HaMashiach is my prescription. C, see your way out of an area that is none of your business and you don't belong, and that's my health. Bye. So, I knew when I was being sent to jail while I was watching the ball drop with one of my best friends on New Year's Eve, that, yes, I got sent to jail with one of my best friends watching the ball drop in New York City. We both got sent to jail at the same time. I knew that 2020 was definitely going to be the Roaring 20s. And in the Roaring 20s, I'm happy to say that it's been a fantastic year. I've gotten back up on my feet. My book is formally edited and published. Thank you to my editor, Anna. I dedicate my books my book to the kids in a cage, and to those kids still being trafficked, and to those kids that have been snuffed out, terminated, and murdered and forgotten about, never knew they were existed, or they were sold for a fast buck so their parents could get high, or their parents just didn't even care. I dedicate my book to them. So anyway, you guys are going to be like, what? You got sent to jail on New Year's? Oh man, my trolls are going to be like, New York City, Holly Baglio, there was somebody else, another dude. What would she say his name is? Seriously. I gave everybody a heart attack when I told them that story. And then when I said it was a joke, and then I retold it again, I got them again. I'm like, listen guys, it's a joke. When I go to jail, I'm getting it on a live YouTube recording, okay? I'm taking you guys with me if I'm going to the slammer. Don't think I'm not. So, anyway, I'm joking around. But, so my strongholds. I got rid of being in a relationship where there was premarital sex. I gave up that stronghold, as well as that sin. I'm going to classify it as both, okay? Because a sin, you can get rid of the sin and be delivered from your sin, but there's times that you also need to help quit the habit that has formed because of the sin. So a habit, a stronghold, whatever word, I hope we're in accordance, okay? So I stopped the sin and the habit / stronghold of I'm back to celibacy. Let's just say I'm so happy to be back to celibacy. I really feel that it is what it is. I have a covenant with Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey. You have to go through him first to get through me. You know, I'm dealing with nicotine. I got rid of the stronghold of alcohol. I'm working on the stronghold of my sailor's mouth. I'm not quite sure about that one. I'm going to save it for last. But as you notice, you will see me smoke a cigarette, and until I get my new vape pens, because all of them break, I'm kind of doomed to cigarettes right now. Okay, so please bear with me. I'm just being honest. Bonnie, I love you. I got to give you a call back. I'm so slow. Bonnie and I used to talk every day. I'm like, hey, Lino, it's great to see you. Good morning, shalom. No drama with celibacy. Oh, my goodness, right? Oh, I don't have to pay. I'm celibate now, so I don't have to be the provider. I don't have to pay for everything. I don't have to be the chauffeur. I don't have to be the chef. I don't have to be the maid. Yeah, celibacy works for me. I mean, I always wanted to be in the role that a woman is supposed to have, a female has. You know, the nurturing role, the caregiving, loving role. No, I was always forced to be in the alpha role. And of course, that's fine with my alters because I'm also an alpha female. And not many men can take that. I recently was told that I'm unattractive because there are times when I take the lead. Anyway, William, Meat 12, I love you so much. So, we'll get to my grapes, but what was I talking about? I was getting off on a tangent, but there were some things I wanted to say. Okay, so I expose myself, I repent, and I confess, and I do it to Yeshua HaMashiach in front of all of you. I consider myself your ordained Ezekiel 33 watchman, so, you know, I'm going to talk openly and candidly with you about these topics. And if I did not do that, then, like for me, I'm not going to listen to anybody that's not straight up honest with me, that I don't see Yeshua's light shining through, or if they're not shining the light he gave them. Yeah, so I expose me first, and then I expose the darkness after that. So I just want to be honest with everyone. John, it's so great to see you. Anyway, the book is out. I want to approach people to do interviews, different channels, different platforms, radios. I want to return on channels. I want to do like Coast to Coast AM and stuff like that. Could you guys, like, if you have a suggestion, could you actually write to people that you listen to and that you like and make a suggestion and say, listen, I know Holly Baglio, friends and sister in Christ and or fellow survivor, you know, because I'd like to reach people, and I would like to lead them to Yeshua, but also there's a lot of people out there that need to wake up, and also a lot of people out there that need someone to relate to, just to know that they're not alone, they're not crazy, and it's going to be okay. And Yeshua, look at what Yeshua HaMashiach did for me. And you can't get more evil. No, let me rephrase all of this. I feel like the worst sinner and the worst person who ever walked the face of the earth. So if he can get me out of that darkness, and if he's willing to do all these great things for me, and I consider myself pretty bad. I mean, I was an ex-super soldier, let's be honest, right? If he's willing to save me and take me out of that, then just imagine everything that he's going to be willing to do for you. And he's our Heavenly Father, so he does it best, he does it right, he knows what we need, and he takes care of us and comforts us. So just imagine the sky's the limit for what he'll do for you. Anyway, after that, if you guys, you know, if you guys are like living girlfriend, living boyfriend, I think that you guys might want to consider like going to one of your ministries and saying, hey, listen, we're living in this relationship, we're not married, we don't have money to get married, but we want to come well, first you go to Heavenly Abba, you and your significant other, and then take it from there. But then maybe a suggestion is you could reach out to your ministries, your ordained ministers, and say, we'd like to make a one flesh covenant, we'd like you to bless us, and also on this video call our parents or our friends to vouch for us and to be here with us, but could you please unite us in a holy union that is right under Yeshua's eyes? But with the lockdown or with our finance issues, we can't afford it, we can't do it, but we do want to be right in the eyes of Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh. And when Yeshua returns, we don't want to be caught found in sin. And we do love each other. I mean, obviously, you're living together, right? You're having sex, right? Okay, tie the knot. And for all you fence sitters who are saying, well, I'll wait till the asteroid hits, oh, I'll wait till the last minute, I'll wait till the last minute to accept Jesus, please don't do that. Please don't do that. That is a bad, bad idea. You're playing Russian roulette. Is that how you say it? Sorry, I'm not in my chat. I'll get there. It's just I'm trying to stay focused on what I'm trying to say. I want to encourage you guys to put down your strongholds. If I can, so can you. Yes, I fight flesh. I'll get to why I was so angry, okay? I'm getting there, Mr. Burns. I'm getting to the main point of why I even called it this title. I want to encourage you people not to wear a mask. I want to encourage you to stand up to the beast system. I want to encourage you to further your education. Look into things. Don't just take my word or anybody else's word for it. The mask. Read the inserts. It does not protect you from the COVID-19. From your N95, or 3M I know definitely says it. I have to check N95. I'm pretty sure it says it there. And your surgical masks, yeah, they don't protect you. No, it's not a law. It's an ordinance. And even our mayor, Murphy, in Jersey, broke it. If you're wearing a mask and everybody else is wearing a mask in a store, okay, you're protected. So should I walk in? You're still protected, right? I mean, you got the mask on. So it shouldn't matter that I'm there with a medical condition going as quick as I possibly can, getting my staples and necessities, and then out, doing exactly what you're doing. I'm not putting you at risk. I already live secluded, isolated, and I only see my cat and dog. So this lockdown for me is no biggie. For you guys, obviously you're acting like a bunch of retards. I'm not talking to the people in my chat room, okay? I love you, true Messiah witness. Okay, my loved ones exempt, okay? When I say you, I mean the vast general public. I don't mean you as in my loved ones in my chat room or who will watch this later. I mean you as in the general public. I hold contempt. It's just like when you get the flu vaccine. If you all got the flu vaccine, well, then you're safe from the flu. So it doesn't matter if I choose not to get it. You're still safe from the flu, right? Right? Okay, the same applies with the mask. Think, 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 think. You can tell how lost this world is. You can look back on the times and you can see how everything has flowed and the fads and how they take little pieces of liberties and rights away and strip you little by little. And this is terrible, between communism and Sharia law and then the lies of the CDC and WHO. COVID, 99.7% survival rate. What about the H1N1? Did you guys wear a mask for that? I bet you didn't, right? I'm not done. Oh, I just got started. It's just today I can handle it. Yesterday I went on for 5 hours. And then last night, thank you to my favorite superhero bug bouncer. I love you. I hope I get to talk to him today, but we're on different time zones, so I didn't want to like wake him up. I'm trying to be respectful and thoughtful, you know? Otherwise, it would have been like 3, 4 a.m. He would have been like, oh my God, what does she want now? No, I'm sleeping. I work late. I busted my butt yesterday, Holly. Hopefully he'll call me later. That way I know he's awake. He can wake me up, that's fine. I just don't like to wake other people up. So, Private Beautiful, I love you, sweetheart. How are you? Kimberly, flu shots don't work. I know. If I want to get the flu, I get a flu shot. If I want to stay healthy, I don't get the flu shot. So, you know what? I save myself 10, 20 bucks, a bunch of gas, a bunch of hassle, and I just stay home. I don't get the flu, I'm good. Oh, and when somebody else is sick, I just stay 6 feet away from them. I don't need a mask. I make sure that they do not touch my food. I make sure that they do not touch me. No hugging, no hand holding, no. None of that crap. If you are sick and I just stay 5 feet away from you, 5 feet, I don't get sick and everything's fine. I don't need a mask. We can hold a conversation. Just don't touch me. Don't touch my food. Abba, the Holy Spirit, and Yeshua will let me know when you're healthy again and I can come near you until you're healthy. But don't worry. It happens to all of us. Guess what? We're human beings. We're part of the human being race. Oh, and that, they didn't get, this is what I wanted to say. They didn't get a race war, guys. You know what they got? They were hoping whites and blacks were going to fight, right? It was looking pretty, it was looking like it was going in that direction, right? We were pretty certain it was going in that direction. I don't know. I have a different theory on it, so hear me out. It just popped in my head this morning. Started thinking, you know what? Yeah, they got their Civil War, but it's not about whites versus blacks. And by the way, Hispanics are not blacks. Hispanics are considered Caucasian. Go get the obelisks over in ancient Egypt that has all the DNA sequences and codes, and look at the hieroglyphs and everything like that, and you see whites, Hispanics, browns, blacks, yellow, whatever, purple, green, orange, pink, blue, yellow, I don't know. I think I mentioned that. Okay. Apparently, from what I know, I'm Caucasian. Hispanics are Caucasian, right? And then you have the black race. So there's 3 races. There's white race, black race, and Asian race. Or is it Oriental race? So there's 3 races, right? But all 3 of us are a part of the human race. Okay, so let's just get the truth down. Let's get some things straight if we're going to have a conversation. So this way you know where I'm coming from, right? So they didn't get their race war because the people I know, and as far as me, we don't see color. I can see, the only thing I care about seeing is that Yeshua is inside of you. If I see Yeshua inside of you, we're good. If I don't see Yeshua inside of you, we're not getting along, we're not good, you have no business being in my life. Yes, I have friends that don't have Jesus and we get along very, very fine, and they stay in my life, and that's fine. I love everybody, so I'm not saying that. I have friends of all backgrounds, different sexual preferences, which is none of my business to begin with. You know, I have friends of, are you kidding me? I only see the trauma that they're carrying around, and I see if they got Yeshua or not. So anyway, it's got nothing to do about color, but instead, I think what they're doing is they're making it about people that wear masks versus the non-maskers. I looked into what mass media had said, and I put some things up on YouTube. Tomorrow I'm going to delete the post, but for now they're up there. I looked at what mass media was saying, and it was really hard for me to get through it because I'm sitting here, like, yelling at the computer screen going, oh my God, you dipshites, you unsmart, indoctrinated, uneducated, dim-witted twats. Like, what G-rated words are out there, Yeshua? I'm trying to expand my vocabulary. Help me. Otherwise, I'm going to start making up words, and it's going to make sailors blush. So, I can't say the word, but I can say the description of the word I really want to use, and that's cannot understand normal thinking. No critical thinking. Forget about normal thinking. Common sense has long been out the door. Excuse me. Right? I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean it. I'll go off camera. I'll go off of camera right now. I'm not trying to trigger you guys or run a bad video. Here. Where am I? Dun, 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 dun. I still don't know how to work this thing. Oh, even better. So you know I'm smoking a cigarette, but you can't really see me doing it. That works. No, seriously. No, that's not it. That's not it. Hang on, I'm gonna find it. There we go. Oh, I love you, Private Beautiful. I really love you. You're great. Yeah, because I was listening to a female soldier talk about her celibacy and how she got there. It made me want my celibacy back, so I got rid of that stronghold. Definitely. I just got rid of it. I went into depth about it yesterday, but I put the video on private. So yes, I do talk about private things, and then I turn around and I take the video down. When I talk about private things, I never mention names, and the names aren't important. It's the situation that happened, how I made it out, what I did, the things I did wrong, so I can talk about a situation, repent, the things I did right, the things that angered me. I mean, I have a magnitude of emotions any one situation, I will have an outpour of many different emotions and many different reactions. I do believe that part of that is because I am DID, dissociative identity disorder. Joseph Mengele created 169 alters in me. They shattered my soul. They split my brain. They fractured my brain. My innocence was stolen. So my spirit is still intact, though. My spirit's still intact. But everything else has been ruined because of these MK Ultra and Super Soldier projects. So anyway, I think I have all these different reactions and emotions to any one situation because of this. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's a pattern. I don't think I should be put down for it. I think it should be like, oh, okay, so talking to you is like talking to 3 other people at any one time. All right, cool. See, when you hug me, it's a group hug. I'm just joking. I'm teasing. But I'm allowed to joke, okay? Because I'm in the thick of it. Trey, how are you? I love you. Oh, yeah. What was it? Belly and the Beast. I own it now. Oh, yeah. Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everyone's invited. I'll give details out at the time when I get into Zoom. And I will have full control. So that kid that popped in the last time, I don't want to hear, I don't want the kid back again. No offense. Everybody is welcome to watch the movie, but if you're going to cause trouble, you're not welcome. And yeah, we kind of had like a tailgate party before we watched the movie. We were hanging out while I was sending out emails to people, trying to let people know. So anyway, long story short, it was a success. Well, actually, it buffered 2 times, but once I got it back up on the 3rd time, it ran smoothly for the rest of the movie. And I lost, I think, like half the audience. By the time it was said and done, it was only 21 people watching. So yes, we hit technical difficulties. But if you can have the patience to just hang in there, I come right back. But know that when we're playing the movie, we are just playing the movie. There's no conversation. If you guys want to talk in the chat room back and forth, there's a chat room. Absolutely, go for it. You can have private chats with one another or a whole group discussion. It's just we let the movie play, and then when the movie's done, we just shut it down so it gives everybody time to register or if they're and digest everything, or if they're feeling triggered, it gives them a chance to think about the movie, and then at a later time we can all get together and discuss it. So we'll still have a group discussion about Belly and the Beast with Justin and Westfall. I'll do a StreamYard and we'll get panels going. Hey Doug, it's great to see you. Shalom. I am coming back on camera. Just give me a moment, please. Oh, this is what I'm going to tell you. Duh, if I ever get to it, because I'm always running off into tangents. This Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is New York time zone, 5 p.m. to 7, I think it is, we are going to watch Hollow Earth with Justin and Wes Fall. Okay, so 5 p.m. New York time, this coming Friday, we're going to watch The Hollow Earth by Justin and Wes Fall. If we can, we'll try to once a week see if Anna won't mind us hijacking her Zoom so we can have, her and I can host 98 other people, right? We have a little pre-party so you can come talk then while we're waiting to start the movie up, you know. But once the movie starts or the documentary, like I said, you're welcome for the chat room, but we just keep everybody quiet so we can enjoy the documentary. But excuse me for the buffering. And yes, somebody was trying to knock me off my internet that day. I don't appreciate it very much, but I don't give up either. So, Jesus always reigns undefeated and supreme. Selah, Selah. So, okay, video, get rid of that. All right, wow. Yeah, my sinuses are just shot. You can tell that's why I have bags under my eyes. It's my allergies and sinus. I'm not sick. I'm not contagious. I'm overwhelmed with allergies. And wearing that mask, I don't wear it. Why do I look so skinny today? I've been eating so good. Oh, You should have seen what I ate yesterday. You would have been like, where did you fit all of that? Boy, my appetite has come back real sweet. I love you, sweetheart. I love you so much. All right. Right? So we're going to do it with the Hollow Earth. I'd like to every Friday do some sort of documentary or share, like Now You See TV. They have documentaries. Thomas Dunn has documentaries. I'd like to do this every Friday. It's going to get expensive because if I'm going to share it with 98 other people, I do feel that it is important that I rent the movie and make some sort of donation to them. But again, these have to be run, not recorded, not live. And yeah, I know Zoom is a pain in the neck, but we can fit the most people in. So right now it's the most convenient. I'd like to run a second viewing of Belly and the Beast for those who haven't watched it, but I'm not sure when I'm going to get a chance to do it. It's so nice to be with others who actually care for each other. Oh yeah, Lazarus, you're telling me. I thoroughly agree. So let's get to this mask versus non-mask. What did I say? Boy, I've been ticked too. I called this what? They got their Civil War. It's not about race. Maskers versus Independent Freedom NonMaskers. Independent. We want our independence. We don't want the beast system. Freedom. Yeshua. Okay, see, I used freedom. Everybody likes that word, right? When I see that word, freedom, I'm really looking at the word Yeshua. Yeshua. And if you notice, Yeshua is the sound of the valves and the swishing of the blood through your heart. Yeshua. Yahweh. Yahweh. Is that what it is? Yahweh. Yahweh. It's the beating of your heart. Yahweh. 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 Yahweh's heartbeat. Yahweh's Holly Baglio. Yahweh's heartbeat. Yahweh's Holly Baglio. Yahweh's. Okay, so. Alright. So when I see freedom, I see Yeshua. So. Independent Freedom NonMaskers. Yeah, I'm an independent. I always got to find like a mouthful of words, right? Can't be simple and easy. No. Independent Freedom NonMaskers. IFNM. IFN. Independent Freedom NonMaskers versus the maskers. So I looked up what mass media had to say, and I see people getting pummeled. They have a medical condition. It doesn't mean that they're sick and contagious. They have a medical condition. And other customers in the store are giving them a hard time. And this is after the people have gotten permission, already approached management. Management said, yes, you have a medical condition. I cannot discriminate against you. I cannot throw you out of the store. I cannot tell you to leave because you cannot wear a mask during a medical condition. You're welcome to shop. If a store throws you out and tells you that you have to do curbside, you have to do takeout, they're discriminating against you. They cannot ask you to leave. Now the other customers in the store take it upon themselves to be vigilantes and of the worst wrong kind. They're not helping anyone. If there's 100 people in your store and 99 of them are wearing a mask, what does it matter to the other 99 if one person comes in and cannot wear a mask? It should not matter. Those 99 people have a mask on. They've had their vaccines. They do what the beast system wants them to do. They're good little pets and sheeple. They listen very good. They've been programmed very easily. You know how easy it is to program someone and hypnotize someone? Not that hard. Anyway, so 99 people in the store have a mask on. So what do these 99 people do? They attack that one person for not wearing a mask, and they call him a dirty whore, rotten bitch. They call him foul names. They start beating on them. They start pulling hair, throwing punches, pulling at them, pushing at them, chasing them out of the store. And even once they're out of the store, they get pummeled in the parking lot when they're just trying to make it out to their car to get to safety. They get stopped and beaten before they have a chance to get in the car. They're obviously being attacked, and they're being attacked by a gang of people wearing a mask. If that gang of people is so upset about that one person not wearing a mask, why do they violate the 6-foot distance? So stay socially distanced 6 feet. No, these people with a mask get up in this person's face who has a medical condition, call her a filthy whore, putting everybody at risk. And they're standing a foot away from her face saying that. What happened to the social distancing? If they're so damn scared about the COVID-19, stay back 6 feet. Why are you attacking one person? Just because they have a medical condition does not mean they're sick, weak. You guys sound like Hitler when he started killing retarded kids because they were retarded, or autistic children because they had autism, or physically disabled. They were the degenerates of the human race. They had bad genetics. Kill them. Put them out of their misery. And that's what you guys are doing in a food store, right? Chasing after that one person because they're the degenerate, the deteriorated of society. They're the weakest, right? I hate to tell you, the ones that are not wearing a mask, walking around, are actually the strongest. They have the strongest immune systems. Now, I have asthma and rheumatoid arthritis, but my immune system battles some really good things. Yudhe Vavhe, thank you for the covering of the blood of the Lamb. It protects me, it cures and heals me, and it wards off everything. In Yeshua's name, Selah. Please fill and overflow me with the Holy Spirit. Please talk through me as well. Selah. Selah. So, I just got started on my little rant and rave, and I'm just so glad that I am put together, well composed, to speak it. Yes, you're going to hear the emotion and the raising of the pitch in my voice and the lowering of it. No, I'm not yelling. No, I'm not crying. Yes, I dealt with those emotions last night. I yelled and I cried, and it was all before Heavenly Abba. One of my best friends gave me a hand and still loves me in the end. Still says I'm sunshine. Even though I wasn't feeling like it last night, that's for sure. And I want to discuss these things. Now, that person not wearing a mask, they're stronger. They're not bowing down to the beast system and sticking their ass up at Yud-Hey Vav-Hey while doing so. Their immune systems are stronger. They have herd immunity. They're out in the sunshine. They're also not breathing in their own CO2. You're breathing in your CO2. You're making yourself sick. You are increasing the risk of heart attack. You're increasing the risk of stroke. You are increasing the risk of an asthma attack, whether bronchial or allergic asthma. And even if you have asthma and you think you can breathe in it, you're an idiot. Okay, I had my mask below my nose today. I walked into Wawa and I had it below my nose. I went up to the clerk. Got my soda because my stomach, whatever. I woke up this morning. I'm like, Abba. He said, I know, Hall. Go. You got $2 in your pocket. Go. So I went to Wawa. I said, can I ask your manager a couple of questions about this mask? And the manager comes out and I said, listen, I'm not trying to make any trouble. Dory, I love you, sweetie. I said, I'm not trying to make any trouble here. But, you know, I have bronchial asthma, and I'm like, there's other medical conditions, but that's the biggest one. I was at the laundromat, and I had such a bad asthma attack. I can't wear the mask. It hurts my ears. I can't breathe. And as I'm standing there talking to her, right? I'm standing there talking to her. And I'm getting short of breath. Can you hear me? I'm getting short of breath right now. But when I'm talking, I'm speaking and breathing through my mouth, so I can't do that in my mask. So I'm talking to her, and I told her about the laundromat. It was such a bad asthma attack. And then I said, you know, there's a gas station down the street for me, and they let me come in. They don't make me wear the mask. I have a medical condition. I just run out. If I run in and out real quick, sometimes I can get away with the mask. You know, 30, 60 seconds in and out, sure. But I'm not having somebody else pick out my meats and vegetables and fruits, no. But I told the Wawa manager, I said, this managers, they don't discriminate me. I'm not trying to give anybody a hard time. You know, I'll come at like off hours. You know what I mean? But I can't do the mask. I can't wear it. And I just wanted to know, like, your policy on it and how you approach this. And I was like, I'm not giving you a hard time or Wawa. Just, I got to tell you, and I need to know if I can come here or not. And she's like, when you come in, you will be asked, do you have a mask? At that time, just say, no, you have a medical condition. And then you can shop. She goes, if you have any problems with the customers, and you will, let me know. So guys, you know, they have wonderful things that are legal for protection. Oh, it's dead. Well, it doesn't help if it's dead, right? You know, they have mace. Excuse me. So, I told her about the place down the street that I can go in. Now I'm going to tell you a second story about yesterday about down the street at the gas station that had me all triggered and riled up. But anyway, getting back to Wawa, she told me what to do, and I said, thank you so much. My name is Holly. I really appreciate it. And I left. I couldn't breathe while I was talking to her. I just really couldn't, and I was really nervous anyway. So I get in my car and I leave. So Wawa seems to be good. Maybe I can sneak there in the middle of the night. No other customers. Now the customers are the dangerous part here, guys. Listen to me carefully. They're going to start pulling guns on you. Mace and shockers, they're legal, right? Ladies, get bottles of mace. One for each hand. Remember the car and the heat in the car. Be very aware to maintain and store safely so they work properly. Mace. And it's legal. I'm standing up against the beast system. I'm standing out. Everything is wrong about this. It's not that I'm not compliant. It is that I'm standing up and saying, no, this is wrong. This is an injustice. This is a political agenda. This is to cover up 5G. 5G is what's going to make us sick. You guys just made us mask versus non-mask, not race war. Now it's still a civil war. But now it's maskers versus non-maskers. So the non-maskers are going to get the shit beat out of them for standing up against this system. Self-defense. Holy Bible says, sell your cloak, take up a gun, right? Now, I'm not saying bring a gun to you at a store or when you're met with angry customers to whip out a gun. Actually, I think you need to leave that home. And pray that it doesn't get to that. There's going to be times in the future that it'll be more appropriate. You never want to meet a situation with extreme force. But ladies, mace and the shockers, they're legal to protect you. Be aware of your situation at all times. Do not have your headphones in. Do not have that wire near your neck. Don't even pretend to make it look like you're busy. No. You want to have your cell phone available. Have the keys in your hand so you can unlock your car. Get in, lock it behind you. Make sure when you get out of your car, it's locked at all times. Windows rolled up and locked at all times when you're not in your car. Ladies, protect yourselves. People that are standing up, people, I address you now, that are standing up against this beast system, and it is what it is, right? Okay, these masks, the people that are sold out on wearing masks, they're sold out on mass media lies, CDC and WHO statistics that if these people actually did the calculations, they'd realize, oh shit, we'd be stepping over dead bodies. We're not stepping over dead bodies. This is not real. This is a political agenda. This is to hide 5G, and the 5G is what's going to make us sick. These mask wearers are not going to be able to figure it out, but they're going to look at somebody not wearing a mask and they're going to say, see, we're all still getting sick, and it's because of you who's not wearing a mask. Instead of looking at the Gwen Tower they live underneath, realizing that it's 5G and it's the frequencies. It is weaponized. It is sonar that is weaponized and used against the American citizens. And that is what's making you sick. Your hair falls out. You get sick. Oh, my goodness. It can act like a flu. That mask is not going to protect you from 5G. And these idiots that are, the sheeple, the dumbed down, indoctrinated idiots, the twats, they believe this stuff. They don't research it. They're just turning on the TV and believing it. Talking to each other because each other agrees, believing it even more. They're not even consulting Heavenly Abba. They're not. They call themselves Christians, but they're not going before Heavenly Abba like you guys in my chat and I, right? Like us. So they're going to blame us for 5G getting them sick. And they're going to kill us, pull guns on us, beat us up, because we're standing up to what's really doing it and what's really wrong. Excuse me, I'm too lazy to get a glass and I don't feel like dirtying a dish. It happens. It's my bottle of soda, okay? Nobody else is getting it. So if nobody else is going to be drinking it, then it doesn't matter if I'm drinking out of the bottle now, does it? It's got nothing to do with manners at this point. It's got everything to do with, that's my bottle. What else would I like to say? Yesterday. So, you like your roaches? So yesterday, I gotta find my second stun gun. I know it's around here somewhere. Oh, I know where it is. You know what? I'll find it later. I'll go get it later. But yeah, I got... I have self-defense weapons. And they're all legal. Nobody's gonna take away my weapons from me. Plus, I don't have weapons. And what I did have was all decorative. Warning signs! Oh, get out of here. I'm sorry, warning signs. I don't agree. I don't agree. Okay, he's supposed to say the blood of the Lamb protects us. What is it? 1,000 will fall by our left, 10,000 will fall by our right. He will keep the pestilence away from us. Oh my goodness. I'm allergic to bats and pepper spray. Yeah, pepper spray. Mace, it's legal. It's good to see you. Warning signs. So yesterday I went to the gas station. I can go. They don't make me wear the mask. On a personal note, I talked to the manager there. I really like her. I do. And when I talk to people, you know, like the manager at Wawa, I told her, you know, I have medical conditions, one of which is bronchial asthma. I'm willing to share and be open. HIPAA, I'm covered by HIPAA laws. I don't have to tell you anything. But I'm willing to, you know, give a little and be open and honest and talk about these issues. And why? I'm not going to tell everybody everything. I'm not going to explain to them the MK Ultra programming that is triggered when I have to put on a mask and wear a mask. And all the trauma and torture behind that mask. I have an alter named Mask. And she demands her mask. I remember one night she threw a fit on Anonymous demanding her mask. And they gave her a mask. She's like, where's my mask? Where's my... So, listen, there's There's programming, mind control programming behind it. Television shows, movies, music videos. Music has all predictively programmed us for these last days and end times events. Look at the 469 Illuminati playing cards. Forget who they're by. I'm bad with names. You guys know what I'm talking about, the 469 Illuminati cards. Yeah, go look at them. So, I go down the street to the store, and I noticed there's a lot of cars, and I was thinking, well, maybe I should bring my mask with me. I'm like, nah. And I'm thinking, maybe I should wait. I'm thinking, nah, I'm just going to be in and out real quick. So I walk in, and there's 2 people there. One with a mask, one without a mask. 2 clerks. One with a mask, one without a mask. Yeah, they got that plastic window thing up. I grab 2 Cokes. I go to the front, to the cash register. I'm behind the guy that's not wearing a mask. I'm not wearing a mask. At this time, people come trickling in. They've all got masks on. And I noticed that the one gentleman is waiting for his food, and the one lady is waiting behind him. Now another lady behind him, and he's over by the deli, right? Well, I think it was 2 ladies behind him. So in comes this 4th one. Oh my goodness. Little, short, stout lady with a mean-looking face. It was a mean-looking face that got to me. I could see right through her mask, too. She comes in. Oh, it's a law to wear a mask. They're not wearing masks. And I said, no, it's not a law. It's an ordinance. And even Murphy broke that ordinance. COVID has a 99.7 survival rate. Oh, well, ShopRite and Walmart enforce it. And I said, I have a medical condition. The manager comes out and says, I am not throwing Holly out of this store. If I discriminate against Holly, I will get fined $75,000. She goes, Holly, I have a list of constitutional attorneys. I said, you know what? I am not here to jeopardize you. I love you, I'll come back another time. And I know when to go back to see her, when nobody will be there, and we can talk. But, so anyway, I looked at her. I said, I'm not here to jeopardize you. I'm really sorry. She's like, don't worry about it. And it's not, and it's a mom and pop company. It's a mom and pop business. So I'm not giving the mom and pop a hard time. I'm giving them my business because they're so kind to respect me. I already don't have contact with people because I live secluded and reclusive. I'm a whistleblower. That's how you live. Secluded and reclusive. I mean, the masks are a great idea. You can hide your identity, but not in this manner, not in this fashion to have to hide my identity. That's all wrong. So anyway, let me finish with it. I get off on tangents all the time. So I'm in the store, and I said to her, I'm not trying to give you a hard time. Well, anyway, at this point, the other clerk, this loudmouth lady making a spectacle, says to the other clerk, help me over here at the other end of the counter. And then this lady points at me. She's not wearing a mask. She's sick. And now everybody in the store is staring at me. I turned around and I said, do not humiliate me in public. I'm not sick. I walked out of the store. I got out of the store and I said, now I'm going to sugarcoat it right now. I'm going to sugarcoat it and I'm going to be brutally open and honest. Get out to my car. I'm opening my car door. I didn't realize it at the time, but apparently she's right behind me and I'm like, fire truck can't understand normal thinking. Ha! You know that fish in Finding Nemo that would just get angry or upset and would just go, oh yeah. Well, my mouth did that when I got outside the door. I was just like, hold your ears. I repent. And she comes out, and as she's coming out, I'm saying, fire truck can't understand normal thinking. And I looked straight at her. She looked straight at me. And she just dropped her eyes, looked down, and then walked right past. Oh, now you got nothing to say to me now that you're not in the store, huh, lady? When it's just you and I, you put your head down, take your tail, stuff it between your legs, and scamper off pretty quickly, huh? Now you're not so loud making a spectacle, are you? Huh. Interesting. What, did you think the other customers were going to gang up on me? And don't worry, my grandmaster taught me a thing or two. I'm rusty. But Yudhe Vavhe works inside of me, and we've got muscle memory, lady. Scribble, how are you? People are sheep and idiots. That's all I have to say. Say long. I second that. I think everybody in the chat room, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and etc. I agree. But I'm standing up. I'm doing it by myself, on my own. I'm relying on the Holy Spirit and Yudhe Vavhe's strength and authority, and I'm standing up. And I realize that it is going to put me in danger because of the other customers and their irrational thinking. So to equip myself to not only stand up to the beast system, but also cover my back and know that if these people charge at me and give me a hard time, I have means available to me and tools available to me to make a way for me to be able to escape a bad, violent situation. Not to engage, but to escape. Self-defense only. And I only mean self-defense. Let me be very clear. Don't anybody take my words out of context. And I know there will be somebody who does it. There's software that you can get to really mess with someone and change their voice around and everything else. But, you know, when analysis are done on those videos and those voice recordings, analysis come back and state, you know, this is like fraudulent. This is not the original person. So thank heavens for forensics. But moving on from that, may no weapon formed against us prosper in Yeshua's name. What's happening to the thumb? Oh, me? This was the thing inside my sweatpants that fell out. Well, it broke yesterday, see? And I'm fidgeting. I am sorry. You're still alive. I'm glad to hear that, Scriball. I'm still alive, too. Highly triggered. Ooh, warning signs, a walking stick. I always loved the bong sul when I took weapons training in Taekwondo. Walking stick, huh? I got rheumatoid arthritis widespread and fibromyalgia widespread. I have Baker cyst behind each kneecap, and I have Baker cyst in my spine. I have sciatica from my hips all the way down each leg and into my heels. I need a walking stick. I love you, true Messiah, sweetheart. You have a beautiful day. I'm so glad to see you. Sorry I haven't been reading the comments in the chat. I need a walking stick. I think this is a necessity and not a luxury at this point. Yep. That's it. Confirmed. I'm getting me a walking stick. I kid you not. I'm going to start using my cane. There you go. You know what? And YouTube is great for learning all sorts of things, including martial arts. I keep trying to encourage my friends that are martial artists. I'm like, yo, like, even my one friend, I'm going to call him out, too. I'm going to call him out. He's like, nobody watches my videos. I'm like, yes, they do. Don't let YouTube screwing with your numbers distract you. Yes, they do. And so what if it's only 6 people? Those 6 people matter a lot, and they're going to make a huge difference in the world. And you're telling them the truth. Like, keep feeding us. Don't stop. And I have to take my own advice, and you guys who have channels have to take my advice, too. Oh, you're amazing, John. I love you. Aw, I pray for you, too. I pray for all of you, morning, noon, night, and midnight. Every time I pray for me, I pray for you. A mob of them is dangerous, yeah. And people, they're skittish. Like, I'm not safe around them. I'm not going to back down from standing up against the beast system and a pagan ritual of transformation with this, the hand washing, the social distancing, and stay at home, the lockdown. Like, I'm standing against that. It definitely helps that I have a medical condition. I kid you not, it does. Because it helps. Because I'm not going to wear this due to my medical condition. But also, if I didn't have medical conditions, I would still not be wearing this. But I also think that we're going to have to start defending ourselves too. I can't believe that lady pointed at me. Oh, she's sick. She's not wearing a mask. Excuse you? Man, the audacity of that lady. I even put up a post of it. Not to sound like egotistical, but once in a while you will hear my self-confidence and my esteem come flowing out of my mouth. But who does this lady think she's talking to? Whoa. I'm an ex-super soldier. I'm already triggered, and now you're applying pressure based on lies, personal opinions, and you're going to point a finger at me? I'll break that finger off of you just by looking at you. I don't have to move. She never noticed the 3 fingers pointing back at her while she was doing it. And it's like, lady, I have the courage and boldness to stand up for Yeshua and to also let you know that this is all from 5G. This is not a real virus. Your masks aren't going to protect you from 5G. And if you read the inserts in the packages of your masks, it clearly states it does not protect you from the COVID. But no, I read instructions. I, too, don't read instructions, okay? And when that happens, I'm always calling up hot retarded chicks going, can you help me do something? And he's like, oh, what? You didn't read the instructions again. I'm like, men don't read instructions either. He's like, go read the instructions. Hey, Lynn, I love you. How are you? Is her name Karen? I don't know what her name is. No, I gotta pack my kratom pills. For the day. For the entire day. Oh, man. Man, I walk in the streets and people just hate me automatically. They take one look at me and say, oh, there's an Independent Freedom NonMasker. Us non-maskers are a minority. We are. Think about it. I demand rights and laws and freedoms as a non-masker. I'm a minority. I want my rights protected. Think about it, guys. The non-maskers, the underdog that are fighting the injustices and the injustices of the system and the ignorance of the people who are defending the very system that will steal their soul first and kill them later, and kill them second, kill them last. These very people are defending the system that's making them sick. These people that wear masks, they're defending the system that's making them sick. And then the system is going to turn around and have an answer, right? Oh, man. I'm not taking the vaccine. I'm not letting them test me. I'm not letting them do anything. Absolutely not. It's all the beast system. They're not sticking anything up my nose. They try to do that, I'm going to knock it out of their hand and try to make sure that the vial cracks open on the floor so they have to evacuate half the building. I'm not letting them put any of that nuclear toxic waste in my arm called a vaccine. I stopped getting the flu shot many, many years ago. Jeez, I can't tell you how long it's been since I haven't had a flu shot. Well over 7 years, I can tell you that much. I don't get the flu anymore. I think 2006 was the last time I got the flu shot, and I've never gotten the flu since then. Oh, last winter I was around a bunch of sick people that kept getting reinfected. There was 4 days where I felt my body fighting off whatever it was they had for 2 weeks. And then they caught it again for 2 weeks. It's like, wow. Maybe you need to clean your house and your body with Lysol. That might work. You're reinfecting yourself. That's definitely not a good sign. And it wasn't 5G either. Well, yeah, that wasn't 5G. That was actually the flu that they were sick with. But the COVID strain, yeah, it's a flu strain. But during the summer, guys, to wear a mask is ridiculous. You're not going to catch the flu in the summer. Yes, I've heard about summer colds, but you don't catch the flu in the summer. Very rarely have I ever heard of anybody getting the flu in the summer. Very, very rarely. And everybody's wearing a mask, and it's summertime, the middle of July. That's nuts. It's absurd. By October, November, they're going to be wearing full body condoms. Kid you not. I bet you they're going to be wearing full body condoms. Oh my God, we're still getting sick. Excuse me, I got itches in my fingers. Is it 11:13? Oh, I missed 11:11 by 2 minutes. Yeah, the non-maskers versus the maskers. They got their civil war. It's got nothing to do with color. Not now, the way I see it, it's maskers versus non-maskers. We're going to get into it. And that sucks because I'm not trying to fight with the maskers. I'm trying to fight the system. I'm trying to fight the establishment. And in fighting that, I'm hoping to wake them up in the process. But I'm not going against them. I'm going against the powers and principalities that those above us who are ruling us are summoning. It's these dark powers and principalities that are telling these politicians in the first place to implement these draconian laws. Draconians. They're a species of aliens, okay? And now draconian law is being implemented on human beings. That makes no sense. And these people, even mass media, I've heard them even say draconian law. And still these people out in the public listening don't get it. It goes right over their head. They should go, draconian? Wait, that's an alien species. What do you mean we have an alien species law being applied to us humans on Earth? Like, think. Okay, I'm slow on the uptake, and I'm not always right. And a lot of people hate me. I'm not everyone's taste. I get that. But wouldn't you just automatically go, draconian law? Like Dracula? Nope, don't get it. Right over their heads. These are the people that call themselves Christians. Consider themselves Christians. Guaranteed. Guaranteed everybody in that store yesterday considered themselves a Christian. But not one of them had the Holy Spirit inside of them. Actually, yeah, not one of them had the Holy Spirit inside of them. Not one of them was shining Yeshua HaMashiach's colors. Those customers in the store. Because had they wouldn't have been wearing a mask, and they wouldn't have stood there silent to let this undereducated woman publicly embarrass me. They would have been like, lady, just let her get her food and shut up. She's got to get her food the same as us. You got a mask on? What are you worried about? Shut up and go about your business. Mind your P's and Q's. tell you what, I'm really glad that I have my own place here, and I'm not going through the situations I was going through last year, especially last year, and including 2018, don't forget that. But I'm glad I got my own place, so while I got to stand up to this beast system and get right with some stuff, I don't have people standing over me, manipulating me, controlling me, telling me what I can and can't do, taking over my life, telling me what I can and can't post, what videos I should and shouldn't do on HTV. Oh, what are you going to do next? Oh, how are you going to handle this? Oh, what is it? What is it? I'm glad I don't have anybody hanging on me, hanging on my shoulder, looking over my shoulder, wondering how I'm going to handle things and what I'm going to do. And then I got to tell them, plot it out, then go do it, then come back and give a full report of what I... No. I'm glad I live alone, that I can stand up to this beast system, deprogram from Janice programming, so I am not activated in the future, stay covered in the blood of the Lamb, continue to read my Holy Bible. It's good that I have my own place so I don't have anybody or anything trying to direct me, thus drowning out my shepherd's voice and hindering the Holy Spirit from guiding my feet in wind. In Yeshua HaMashiach's name, Selah. Boy, I am so glad not to be in those situations. That would really suck, because now, my calling from Yud Hey Vav Hey is like ringing in my ears, and Yud Hey Vav Hey is saying to me, Holly, start putting on your armor, start strapping it on firmly and securely. Your time, where I need you, is about to come. So I'm glad I'm getting ready for that time in my own place, on my own, by myself, and without anybody breathing down my neck. Man, I can't imagine having to do that, plus with people up my ass. Man, that, you know what I mean? Excuse me, I gotta wash my hands. You know, with me, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what's going to happen. It's not like I sit there and go, I'm going to purposefully show up at this place, and this is going to happen when I don't wear a mask, and I'm going to plot it out and write down every detail and know what I'm going to do, and then have to check with somebody before I leave the house and walk out the door. I can't just walk out the door like I normally do. No. I don't sit here and pre-plan everything. I just go, okay, Heavenly Abba, I'm going out. Please go before me during and after. Guard me, protect me, send down your good warring angels, help me, speak through me, and yeah, I'm not wearing a mask. Because I'm not wearing a mask, please help me deal with these situations appropriately and guide me through it. So this morning, I had to go out. I wanted to deal with the mask issue. I love Wawa. Okay? Love it. So yeah, I approached him in a calm manner, first and foremost. Now, if there's a day I can deal with wearing a mask and I'm just running in and out getting breakfast or whatever, because I love Wawa breakfast, you know, fine. But no, I'm not going to wear it. Today I wore it because I was running in and out and because I wanted to stand there and talk to the manager and say, listen, I can't do this. And when I can't do this, I want you to know I'm not fighting against you, but I just can't do the mask. Can I still come get my food, please? I won't give your customers a hard time. I'll keep my mouth shut. I'll drop little seeds. But once I get out in the parking lot and I'm getting in my car, then, you know, I'm by myself with Heavenly Abba. That's a personal moment. So if I start fire trucking it, I'm by myself. I won't be in front of anyone. But when I'm in front of everyone, I'll be polite. I mean, listen, I'm an ordained minister. I'm an ordained Ezekiel 33 watchman. That's my title. I don't consider myself a minister. I consider myself your watchman. But I'm ordained, so yeah, I am held to a higher calling. And yeah, I fulfill it. Even on my darkest days, I'm still doing what Jesus wants me to do. So, anyway, it's not only being held to a higher accountability, but but also acting like it. So in public, yeah, I definitely act like it. And in private, I'm just brutally open and honest with Heavenly Abba for what it is. Excuse me, and I always approach him humbly. But, this is a big deal, and this is definitely a lot to handle, but I'm glad to be doing it. I'm glad to have this space and privacy to think about things and know how I'm going to handle situations when I am out in the public and I'm not going to wear a mask. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I gotta get money and go for a drive. I want to go to these farms around here for my meats and fruits and vegetables. The family right down the street, I grew up with them. They're butchers. I should give them a call, tell them what I want, and say, listen, I'm not wearing a mask, but I need to go shopping. When can I come? Where it won't interfere with your other customers, but I can still get exactly what I need. And you know what? You're a butcher, so I know you're going to give me, like, good meat. I'll let you pick out my meat, but not my fruits and vegetables. When can I come for them? But I'm not wearing a mask. Curbside, whatever. I'm not wearing a mask outside. You're not wearing a mask. I mean, come on. How ridiculous is that? Hey, I'm in my car, guys. I'm in my car driving. Let me wear a mask. It's stupid. Can't touch this. Dun, 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 dun. Can't touch this. I remember that. I still sing that, Lynn. All right, guys. It's about 11:20. I'm going to get going because I have to get food. You're a maverick. But now Jesus Christ Yeshua is my captain. Oh, that's really cool, Lazarus. Hey, GI Customs. How are you? It's great to see you. I'm a non-masker. I have put everybody in my chat room at risk by not wearing a mask. You're all going to get the holly cooties now, guys. We're going to have a mask party. That's it. You know what? I'm going to run panels. Next time I run panels, I'm going to say panelists wanted, masks required. And I'm going to require all of my panelists to wear a mask. Just to be completely condescending to the maskers. Yes, this is completely normal to do. Yeah, that's normal. Hey guys, you're keeping me safe when you wear a mask. How retarded is that? Don't you see, like, the irony in it? John, what was it? When supposedly that Mr. Lloyd guy died, he said, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. Remember? That started the National Democratic Party off with BLM trying to incite a race war? Right? What did Lloyd say? I can't breathe, right? Well, when I'm talking to you through a mask and I go to inhale, I can't breathe either. I can't breathe with the mask on. How come people aren't saying, I can't breathe? Lloyd just died. He couldn't breathe. Well, now I can't breathe. I can't breathe with the mask. Hey, system, take your foot off my throat. Take your foot off my nose and mouth. That's what I think of this system, the establishment, the company. The deep state, the shadow government, what the hell ever name you put on it. The beast system. Come take your foot off my mouth and nose. I can't breathe. And if you don't, Yeshua HaMashiach is returning, and he'll make you. All right, guys, I'm out. I'll talk to you soon. Real sweet. I love you. I wanted to say thank you to you, Joyce. Thank you so much for what you helped me to accomplish this morning. I really appreciate it a lot. I'm very humbled. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. A lot. Oh no, Holly Cooties. Right? That's it. Tag. You all got Holly Cooties. And no give backs. You can't give them back. Right? Try talking to a deaf person in a store. They can't read lips. Go figure. All right, guys. I'll see you later. I love you. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love you, Dory. I'm still cracking up about about the swings and you bringing the ambulance. I love you, Jeff. I love you guys. It's great to see you. The mask is useless. It doesn't help. I agree, Scriball. It's great to see you guys. I love you, Tree. Lynn. Real Sweet. New Era. Scriball. Warning Signs. Lazarus. Lynn. I'm forgetting people, aren't I? G.I. Jeff. I love you. Doug. Who else? Who else? Private Beautiful. Dawn. I gotta go out and create chaos, panic, and disorder. I used to have, while I'm saying goodbye, I'll tell you a quick story. I used to have a, Lino, it was good to see you. Tree, True, Messiah, Witness, John Lloyd. Still calling out names. If I miss anyone, please forgive me. It's not on purpose. So anyway, I used to have this message, this greeting on my cell phone many, many, many years ago, and I would say, hi, you've reached Holly. Hey, you've reached Satan's little helper. I'm currently out creating chaos, panic, and disorder. If you leave a message, I will get back to you when my work is finished. My attorney called me up and he's like, Satan's little helper? This is Satan himself, your attorney. You better call me back right away. I called him back, sweating bullets. I'm like, what happened? What happened? He's like, no, I was just busting your chops. He's like, I got a kick out of your greeting, so I left a message. He was like, I was just checking on you. Don't worry, nothing big. I was like, man, I thought, like, something happened and I was in trouble. Okay, guys, I love you so much. I'll see you later. I love you. Yud Hey Vav Hey, come before you and lift up everybody in my chat room. I ask that they have a beautiful and blessed Sunday and that you shower them with your love and you answer their personal prayers. And please send them my love. In Yeshua's name, I pray for my loved ones and their loved ones and their fur babies. In Yeshua's name, Selah. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you later. I'm so glad this video came out better than the 5-hour one I ran yesterday or a couple other ones that I've been running. I think I'll leave this one up. So, all right, I love you. Thanks for dealing with me, a non-masker.